Today we get a behind-the-scenes view of what really goes on to prepare for a 108 News broadcast,
as well as an in-depth look into this year's rowing season.
Hello and welcome to 108 News. I'm Karen.
And I'm Morgan. Today we get a rare glimpse of how a broadcast is made on 108 News. We now go to Haley, who was lucky enough to get the scoop.
Hello, I'm Haley with 108 News, and we're here with Dave. Dave's a member of the 108 News crew in the grade 12 contact class. So Dave, this is a senior course, correct?
Indeed.
And there's a grade 11 and grade 12 class.
Yeah.
So how often do the classes hold broadcasts?
Well, the grade 12s, we do the broadcast twice a week, and simultaneously the grade 11s will be doing their broadcast twice a week for a total of 4 broadcasts each week. And we basically just choose our own stories, decide what we're gonna shoot each week.
So we have a lot of updates. That's 4 out of the 5 school day weeks. So how hard is it to find stories?
Depends on the week, of course. Sometimes there's a lot going on, so you can go out and take a lot of shots of a lot of things and just put them all together. Sometimes you really got to grasp for straws and do interviews like this, where there's really nothing going on.
So right now we're in the Comtech, I guess this is the editing sound booth. Yes, the booth. He said, not me. But what exactly goes on in the booth during a broadcast?
This is basically the heart of the operation. We got the talent out on stage, out behind the green screen, in front of the green screen, and then there's 2 of us back here, the editor and the producer, and we're both back here. And basically, we were running the show. We queue everything up, play the videos, they read the stories.
All right, so I'm Haley with 108 News in room 108. Back to you.
Thanks, Haley. They sure do look busy. The rowing season is kicking into full swing this week with hard training.
Isaac talked to Mr. Daniels to get some sense of what we can expect for the rest of the year.
I'm Isaac here on 108 News interviewing Mr.
Daniels.
And we're going to talk about the rowing season. So Mr. Beedling in the past has coached the rowing team, and this year you are replacing him, correct?
He's still going to be involved, and he's sort of passively aggressively handing the reins over to me, sort of giving me information on a need-to-know basis. I'm never really sure what I'm in charge of, but I know I'll get the job done eventually. Probably, I hope.
What events are coming up in the near future then?
On this weekend, we have the Ridley Regatta, so a bunch of people line up on rowing machines, and then they row as fast as they can for 2,000 meters. Some people take longer than others. It depends on their fitness. But the goal is to finish faster than other people.
I would assume that people do have fast and slow rowers, and hence the whole
it's not rowing
competition.
Rowing's not a true sport because really you need
say that again.
Rowing's not really a true sport because
say that again.
Rowing's not really a true sport because you need a defensive component. Now, I've talked about adding maybe some sort of attack and defense onto the rowing. So maybe you could sort of board other boats as you're going down the course, which would be good also if we add those icebreakers and keep them on for the whole season. So then we could actually attack other boats, which I think would add an extra element to the course and to the sport, really. And I think that would just make it more interesting to watch, for one thing. Because right now, they just go by. You sit there all day, and then it's like they just go by. It's like 30 seconds. And I'm like, I just spent 2 months in a coach boat following these people around to watch them go by in like 20 seconds. But if there's this defensive aspect, I have a whole nother element that I can coach. So we can sort of incorporate ninjutsu, maybe, and other types of pirate-based martial arts to add to the sport, which I think would just make it that much more exciting, really. It's already an Olympic event, but I mean, if you turn pro in sport in rowing, what do you really get? Like maybe a shampoo commercial, like maybe you're in the shower shampooing your hair with pert or something like that, and that's about as good as you can get. But if we add this defensive element where there's actually some aspects of the pirate life incorporated in there, I think then maybe it could, maybe get a TV deal, that kind of thing. We could get professional rowers sort of doing sort of a rowing circuit in different places.
I'm Isaac with Mr. Daniels. Back to you in the studio. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
We'll be sure to keep up with rowing to see how they do this season.
That's all we have for today, GSS. I'm Morgan.
And I'm Karen. Enjoy your weekend.